All right, we'll get ready to see more deer crossing the roadway.
That's right. A spokesperson with TWRA confirming we are entering peak mating season. In fact, we told you last week about a deadly crash involving a deer in Loudoun County. Tennessee Highway Patrol reporting a driver heading south on Highway 11 hit a deer, lost control, then hit another car head on. A 16-year-old died from that accident. Then
we saw this, a Knox County man and his son nearly impaled by a wooden board. This after a deer caused him to go off the road and into a fence. Luckily, no one was injured in that crash.
Well, on your side tonight, reporter Blake Stevens sharing ways that you can better prepare if a deer does run out in front of you.
TWRA spokesperson Matthew Cameron reminding drivers the deer are out.
A lot of roadways, a lot of people, and a lot of deer, and they cross in front of traffic. They're going to get hit. It's inevitable. Sometimes it's unavoidable.
And sometimes it's deadly. This is where a 16-year-old lost their life after another car hit a deer and ended up on the other side of the highway. It's why Tennessee Highway Patrol says you should keep your eyes on the road, slow down when you see a deer, expect them to be traveling in groups, and not to swerve to avoid a deer. Cameron saying being aware is key.
As we get into October, November, December, or the 3 months that you're more likely to hit a deer than you are the rest of the entire year. So yeah, just being aware that they are moving, they could end up out in front of you, and just don't have one of those oh no moments. What I do, try to plan ahead for it.
Cameron also saying it doesn't matter how rural or urban an area is, we have deer and all drivers should be cautious and slow down.
Yeah, in Tennessee we have about 800,000 deer across the state. The majority are probably in the middle and the western portion, but East Tennessee still has a pretty significant population. And as we go into the breeding season for white-tailed deer, which is commonly called the rut, deer activity increases.
Activity that hopefully stays off the road. Blake Stevens, WATE, 6 on your side.
Now, according to the police report, the 16-year-old in that accident was not wearing a seatbelt.
Yeah, the officer believes a seatbelt, could have made a difference in that tragedy.
Well,